Heat levels increasing.
If that remnant site is active, we should be careful. Sinkhole! Go around!
Scavengers set up a dune camp. Stay on guard.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Remnant ahead. Don't let your guard down.
Remnant site. Could have a few lurkers.
Heat levels increasing. Remnant site ahead, Pathfinder. It could have defenses in place. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
These rock formations are amazing.
Got them all.
Are we friends, Cora?
I think so. I hope so.
But you never talk to me the way you do to Truck. And you're good friends with him.
Don't let him hear that. I'll never live it down.
Shouldn't he know how you feel? I'm misunderstanding something.
We're friends, Jal. And Drax's an ass. The good kind.
A crashed remnant derelict. Not the only one in Helios.
Detecting deep seismic activity in this area.
That thing is massive. I wonder what brought it down.
We're gonna be up against a bunch of trapped remnant.
Yep.
And they're probably cranky.
details relevant to your search for Angaran artifacts.
I've seen this before. It may be Angaran.
Avela will want to see this.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Here they come!
Critical temperatures detected. Seek safety immediately. I detect a remnant data cache nearby. Pathfinder, you may want to try scanning. Pathfinder, I've extracted data fragments from this cache. They may be valuable later. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
All systems green.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara Port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers, Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
The criminals were my people. Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill. Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
These were a few bad people. There are thousands of good ones out there.
How can we tell the difference? Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
Sorry to hear things went south with that Angaran astronomer rider. Found a silver lining, though. The scrap satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it. The Moshai said you remember when the Ket arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Ket sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared, why my father mourned for months.
Why kill an ambassador and risk retaliation?
They told us it was retaliation for Havarl's attack on their envoy. Havarl received the same story, but in that one, we were the aggressors. We were so busy blaming each other. We were divided when the Ket launched their assault. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
The Moshe said you'd want to hear my experience with the Ket, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message. The spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Ket. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Ket transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
The enemy uses confusion to take advantage of the vulnerable.
Many shuttles obeyed that false order. Those people were never seen again.
We're still good.
Need more armor, I see. Check out my inventory.
No trouble, I see. Good.
The Moshe said we should speak. You remember the Ket's arrival?
One of them came to our city on a vow to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
The Ket lured your people into a false friendship.
It worked. A month later, our council disappeared. Our city was thrown into chaos. And when the Ket came again, it was to conquer us at our weakest. They're cunning. They know what you desire, and they offer it. Be careful.
Hello, Pathfinder. Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy, like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach.
I picked up this figure earlier. It might be Angaran.
This is unfamiliar to me. It does resemble an Angara, but it looks so strange. It's clearly centuries old. Is it an artistic interpretation, or is this what we really look like? The implications. Pathfinder, you may have discovered our earliest artifact yet.
Could it be a relic from another culture?
The technique and material matches other Angaran relics, and you found it in one of our worlds. But perhaps the depiction isn't an Angara. It could be a deity of some sort. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead. Thank you for your help, Pathfinder. I'll let you know if I discover anything.
When I signed up on the initiative, I thought I'd be building museums, not enjoying alien cultures.
You did it. Infiltrated the Archon's vessel and returned victorious.
And saved one of our lost colony ships from the Ket.
You're getting a taste of the war we fought for decades. With the relic in your possession, you'll be able to find Meridian and answers. I envy you.
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshai.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshai. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshai, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshai has its uses.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jarl is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
Are you originally from Aya, or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. At all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe, and what's already inside us. You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can learn as you go.
What are you working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. A Valek comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up. To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket for good?
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally dubious. Drive them away? How? What stops them from returning?
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
When the Ket are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Thank you, Moshai.
Ishare. I don't sell it.
Ryder.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Can't find good help to save my life. Take it this beauty is yours?
The Tempest? Yeah, she's mine.
Hell of a ship. We don't get many like her. Colt Dalton, Kadara Docks Manager. Sloan said to make sure no one harasses you.
Awfully nice of her.
Uncharacteristically so. You must be important.
How safe is it here?
Safety's a commodity on Kadara. It depends on how much you're willing to spend. The port's gun-free, but murder comes in all shapes and sizes. Still, better than living outside the mountain. It's no man's land out there.
Does Kadara get a lot of traffic?
Since we moved in? Oh yeah. Kadara is one of the few planets in Helios with a functioning economy. Got Angara and exiles from all over Helios moving their cargo through this port.
I was told you could help me find an Angara named Lieta.
No can do.
Why not?
I was generously compensated to keep my mouth shut. I'm a man of my word. I'm sure you understand.
Why would she pay you to cover her trail?
Not my job to ask questions. She wouldn't have told me anyway. We weren't exactly friends, but she treated me like a stranger the day she left. I shouldn't be telling you this. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Either you help me, or Sloan hears about you taking credits out of her pocket.
You're bluffing.
You willing to test that?
Nope. I can't tell you where she went. I can't stop you from taking a peek at my doc records either. Especially if you knew the passcode is 1837.
Got it. Thanks.
I don't know what you mean.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work. do. Get back to work.
Hey, have you tried any Angaran cuisine? Fire-roasted spider beetle is the best thing.
Wouldn't touch that even if I could digest it.
Well, no one from the Milky Way can really digest it, but trust me, the consequences are so worth it. Also, the roasting doesn't actually kill the beetle, it just makes it angry enough to spit. Literally. A meat that makes its own gravy. It was amazing.
And somehow I want to eat this less than when you first started talking about it.
Look out. Our connections won't do us any favors in a camp like that. Enemy!
Here we are. You ready?
You were right. The view is great from up here.
We're not even to the top yet. Come on, I'll race you. And no jump jets. We're doing it the old-fashioned way.
What do I get if I win?
What would you like?
The bad guy defeated, a magic sword, and the girl?
Good thing you're losing then. I don't have a magic sword.
Hey!
Having fun? You look like you're having fun. Hey, is this real?
Yeah, I think the sky's real.
No. This. How you are towards me. It's like you care more than a friend. I don't mind if it's no. I just want to be sure it gets messy otherwise.
I do care about you. More than a friend.
Really? I didn't want to assume. Seems so unlikely.
And how's that for proving it?
I'm convinced.
Pick up the pace. Hey, you two, get back to work.
What? Working.
Hands off. Those are mine.
You are my new best friend. Ah, Ryder. I'd like to introduce you to my new best friend. What's your name again?
Samrick.
Right. Samrick here's been so sympathetic about Pock being stolen. He used to run with our pal Kalinda, and he knows where her crews congregate. Safe houses, rallying points, etc.
I trust he's telling you what you need to know?
Well...
Look, I appreciate the drinks and the flattery and all, but Kalinda doesn't take kindly to people discussing her business interests.
She busted me up pretty bad when she kicked me out of her outfit. I don't really want to repeat.
You're sitting in an open bar on Kadara Port with us. Kalinda will know, and she'll assume the worst.
Yeah, and she probably won't be satisfied the first 30 or 40 times you scream your innocence. So you might as well tell us what we want to know.
At least that way you get another free drink.
Well, shit. Guess I can't argue with that. And I am still thirsty.
Thanks, Ryder. I think he'll cooperate now. I'll know where to look for Pop soon.
Sloan's really up security.
Back again? Excellent.
Something smells tasty.
Still can't believe it. Busy day. If Sloan wants to renegotiate, always be prepared.
Jarl, the records say Lieta went to Aya for recovery. She was injured.
It must have been bad if she was sent to Aya.
What happened on Eladin?
There's a resistance med center on Aya. That's where we'll find answers.
Not telling.
Welcome back.
Still thinking about the Turian Ark, Mason and Avidus. I hope Avidus is doing all right.
Time heals all wounds, as they say.
Heals the wound, doesn't erase it. You don't lose someone like that without scarring.
So why weren't you on the Turian Ark?
Our dad left Palaven with us long before the Ark even existed. I don't know if we really count as members of Turian society anymore. But who needs all those rules anyway, right?
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Ah, you acquired the components?
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing what you and Gil put together.
He's very gifted. When we succeed, more of your people can experience our stories as they are meant to be enjoyed. Goda Tavitara, the Lulia Reborn trilogy. I'm weeping a bit already.
Suvi, that woman on the Nexus. She's a widow of one of my pilots.
The people you were training to explore the Scourge?
Zoe's wife was lost out there. For a fellow pilot, one does the right thing.
Like making sure her widow's got enough credits.
It's the least I can do.
Now
The
orbiting
most
Kadara.
is conquering the Scourge once and for all.
This place is almost off our star charts.
Considering what they were up against, your explorers made it a long way out.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. I found something.
Home of Eos and Prodromos.
Red is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Is your name Yale?
Yeah, that's me. Stanton Yale. What can I do for the Pathfinder today?
Tell me about the Three Sabers.
Oh, shit.
You were their leader before they kicked you out.
And gave me a broken leg and a dislocated shoulder as parting gifts. It was a mistake. We trained the attack dogs, and they turned on us.
Explain.
The new outposts, our supply routes, they needed protection. We couldn't rely on just you. I proposed that we'd save Nexus blood by hiring exiles to fight for us.
First time I've seen someone so coldly calculating and stupid in one shot.
It was a risk, sure, but I knew Cochran. We served together. I thought I could trust him. I became their commander, I armed them, I shared access to Padromo's operations. And then they took their new toys and went rogue. Attacked people they were supposed to protect.
You know I have to report this. You conspired with Nexus enemies.
Who are you gonna report to? Addison? She signed off on it.
What? Addison?
She wasn't sure Ryder would work out as Pathfinder. She was desperate for options. So report it if you want. Addison knows any investigation's gonna dig up docs covered in her fingerprints. I have to get back to work. We've got an outpost to run here.
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen, she's only got a minute or two, and she's in rare form today, just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter. She's gonna talk your ear off about your civic duty as a man.
That is what she's here to do. The woman takes her job seriously.
Hey, if you're cool with it. I mean, makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
Am I interrupting something?
Ah, Jill. About time. This is...
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember? Ryder, pleasure. I know we're all very busy, so I have only one question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
What the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something. He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into pot shots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
I have nothing to do with it. It's all him.
I call bullshit on that. It's definitely your influence. Something.
Maybe all these years you thought you knew me, you were sadly mistaken.
You wish. Okay, you're both off the hook. So glad I got to meet you, Ryder.
Likewise.
We knew Promise would die. All we could do is watch it happen.
Many people behind in the milk.
Here, ready to see what I've got?
Incoming.
So where's your mystery project?
Not far. Soil converter. No remnant terraformer, but it makes sandy dirt into something useful. Eventually. Add seeds, some rain, and you've got a garden.
Not to be a killjoy, but you know nothing will grow here for ages.
That's actually the idea. Asari think in centuries. Lay a foundation, then step away. Let it grow into something you might never expect. Pathfinder training was my foundation. Gave me a whole galaxy of directions I could go. I don't need someone else's plan. Just a good beginning. The first seeds of a garden. One I started with my friend.
What seeds do you have?
Desert flowers and grasses from across the Milky Way. Colors we don't even have names for. When they've prepared the ground, roses someday. Ready? 1, 2...
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
All systems green. Very little signal traffic around.
It's pretty remote. I wonder what view of the Milky Way you'd get out here. I'm picking up something. Picking up something. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Anomaly on sensors. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. I found something. Deploying probe. Got a reading from the asteroid belt. Named the system after a Batarian pioneer, their first astronaut. It's good to remember these things. Anomaly on sensors. Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. We've got a crater. Anomaly on sensors. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.